Hello. Thank you for being here today and helping me with this interview. Would you mind just presenting yourself first for everyone listening to us?
Sure, my pleasure. My name is Sabine Bender-Luciani. I'm 46 years old, two kids. Moved from Brazil almost 4 years ago here to UK, St. Albans.
Nice, nice. And your son plays for St. Albans Youth Football Club, am I right?
Yes, yes, exactly. Since we moved to here, we really want to find some place to play football, and now he's playing at St. Albans Youth Club.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. First I'd like to have your view on the wide variety of sports that are available for young people at all age.
Especially talking about UK, it's very broad and they offer everything that you can imagine in terms of sports. It's quite interesting because the sports around the world are different. So Vicente played in Brazil aquatic pole, I think it's called something like this, aquatic pole, and volleyball, and also football.
Oh
And
yeah.
here in UK, we don't have a volleyball or aquatic
Uh,
pole, so he continues with football. But on the other hand, he started to play other sports that he never played in Brazil, like rugby or like rounders or or different basketball that
yeah.
he never played in Brazil. He started playing here.
Oh yeah, nice. So a lot of variety, which is good
Yes, a
for
lot.
young people, yeah.
Athletics, that's something that also we don't have in Brazil. Athletics is very strong here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, I'm sure. Yeah, since your son plays at St. Albans City Youth Football Club, what experience do you want him to get out from playing there, actually? What experience do you want him to get out?
Um, was quite interesting because since Vicente is really young, 3 or 4 years old, he the way how he wants to play is playing with a ball.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
he likes to play with little cars or toys. He wants to play with a ball since he was a little young or doing some sports. That's the way how he plays. And when we moved to here, he was so sad because we moved in the middle of a half term, summer break. So for 2 3 months, no sports, was completely upset, and then moved to a new country, new city. It's quite complicated to find a club to introduce him, and also with English, the language barrier, because he
yeah,
cannot speak English at that time. But he said, I can play because I don't need to speak. I just need to play. And then after was quite complicated to find the right place because it's in the middle of the season,
yeah,
but actually in the beginning of the season, but how can I say, they starting selecting kids before like in the
yeah.
beginning of us beginning of summer, so was autumn, so was quite complicated.
Yeah, yeah, I guess, yeah, it must have been really complicated. Come from another country and arrive in a country where you don't speak the language, of course, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking about that, do you think that actually your son playing in a football club, basketball club, helped him to establish links with friends, create bonds and all that? Do you think it helped him?
Definitely, I think this is the most important because of course, kids going to school and play sports and also have some activities. This is bond with friends. But I think the sports competition in a group sports is the best way that you can bond with friends. And today is quite interesting because during the half terms, he don't want to go out. He wants to stay here because he has friends for everywhere here in St. Albans. So play football in all places that's possible every day. So definitely, it's a way that you can open your
Yeah.
boundaries, and then it's not only the friends from the street or friends from school. You have friends for everywhere because it's football is everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, you spoke about school. Do you think that sports can impact your son's academic performances?
I think in a positive way. I think in a positive way. I think when kids play sports, helps them for mental health and also helps them to be more commitment with the school. Because especially at school, you also play and represent the school for football, and he really needs to have a good behavior in order
Yeah.
to ensure that he continue to play for school.
Yeah,
And,
for
and
sure.
also, in the other hand, was quite interesting because sports really put him at a spotlight, a highlight. The
Yeah.
first year here, as at primary school, the primary school created kind of a bigger championship of tennis table,
Okay.
and then he's very good in tennis table. Actually, he likes all sports. In tennis table, he was very good, and he won for all school, even teachers, head
Oh,
teacher,
really?
everyone. And he received the first trophy from school and the tennis table. The second year, he received the award at the secondary school, best basketball player. Last year,
Okay.
best football player.
Oh,
So
really?
yes,
Okay.
so all it's quite interesting because the three different sports, and then he received awards. So
Yeah,
this
well,
is
that's perfect. That's
for
nice.
me, it's really good.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, kind of the same question actually, kind of answered it, but do you think football has been important for the mental health of your child and also the physical on the physical basis of your child also?
Definitely, mental health, as I mentioned, is really important. Stay together with friends, playing, respect, and because he's a goalkeeper, he has kind of a leadership at the team.
Yeah,
So try to coordinate because the way how can see the players are in a
yeah,
different view. So he's the guy that need to lead, and so it's really important. And during the lockdown this year, we can recognize it, how important is football for his life. So now I think lockdown they bring him another perspective because of football remain, but now as a PlayStation. So
oh,
he, in
yeah,
a different
exactly, yeah,
way. So I think sports, of course, really much better outside, but at minimum with this weather or even in lockdown, sports connected people, even if it's in a virtual way.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Sports really connects people and
Yeah.
can be in true life or in virtual. That's true.
Yes.
So, yeah, 14 years old, that's the age of your son, yeah?
Yes.
14 years old. So it's the onset of adolescence. It's the age where youngsters want to try things and can easily be influenced. How do you think sports, specifically sports in a club, can help teenagers to stay in the right path?
I think sports with the right coach can help them because this is something interesting with Julian and I forgot the is book 'em up. What's interesting? They try to bring what's the best from the kids. It's a competition, of course, but on the other hand, they need to have fun. They need to enjoy it, stay together, play together, respectful, and and I think especially an example from yesterday was watching a TV program, and then I said to Vicente, "We are going up at 10, so you can play PlayStation with your friends." He said, "No, tomorrow I have a match at 9:30.
Oh,
I need to sleep at the minimum 10 hours." So at 10, we never mentioned this to him. It's by himself, based on coach instructions. Do you know what I mean? Try
yeah,
to
yeah,
eat
yeah.
healthy, or even during the lockdown, try to do some workouts in order to keep healthy, going out to run or even work out with his sister. So this is something that a focus on the sports, completely focus.
Okay, well, good, good, good. Well, yeah, so you'd say that I mean, education is mainly based on parenting, of course, but you would say that football in a club or basketball in a club can help the son to develop respect and discipline.
Definitely, definitely. And I think it's a combination of parents and coaches in this process. Because sometimes I can see some parents put a lot of pressure in their kids. They
Yeah,
want that, oh, my son needs to become a new Neymar, new.
yeah,
So that's terrible. I think they need to have fun. They are just kids, teenagers. Of course, it's important to compete, it's important for their health. But if you put a lot of pressure, they will not continue in this journey.
yeah, and they'll probably lose interest if you put too much
It's
pressure on
interesting.
them. Yeah,
We need
you're
to
right.
find the right way to pressure. pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, I want to like know your thoughts on the supervision that your son has been given at St Albans Youth Football Club, like the managers and all
Yeah.
the staff. How has the supervision been?
I think they are really good, uh, really care about kids.
Okay.
As I mentioned, I think a couple of questions ago, I think that they are good influence for them. It's not all of them, and we compare this because in all matches we can see the other side with other coaches and other clubs, and I can see that is very respectful, especially Julian, and also they are very respectful. They talked in the right language here and something interesting here, especially here from UK. In Brazil, if your son, if you, the players failed, uh, even if a young kids, it's oh you are stupid. Come
Oh,
on, let's go. Wake, stand up.
oh,
Oh, lazy. Here was quite interesting and even a shock, positive shock for us, because if the guy did a bad thing, it's by not by mistake because it's a bad thing, something like this, play the ball to the other side or something like this, it's unlucky.
yeah. So
So
they
it's
say
very
yeah.
inspirational. Unlucky, so parents with this behavior, and I think especially coaches, I think the way how they communicated, sometimes we can see some coaches shouting
Yeah.
shouting with kids or even don't care about kids. I think it's very respectful, care about kids. And that's the reason why teams performing so well. Because last 3 years, I think one or other go out or back or so, but I think they are like 12 or 13 now. I can say that 90% are same team from last 3 years. That the 3 years that we sent to join, but this team is same from last 6 years.
Oh,
All
really?
same guys playing together and growing together and developing together. So Vicente joined this team 3 years ago and connected with friends. Now be a big team, but is I think this is because of a coach and because of a club.
Okay. Yeah. So really good. Okay. Nice. Nice. Yeah. So actually, yeah. Talking about the managers, what relationship do parents have with the managers, or yourself with your son's manager?
Uh,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of how can I say the word is it's when we have decisions we have a process to decisions making together. We have a program. So first we have a WhatsApp group with
Okay.
parents, coach, and kids all together. Coach and kids another WhatsApp. So everything is shared. So if one parent cannot go to the match, everyone's sharing the results, the score, what's going on.
Okay.
So it's a collaborative way, the way how he managed it. I think a couple of months ago they are trying to create a new team here in St. Albans, like academy, and we had a Zoom meeting to explain what's going on in case your son will be selected for this, what's happened, or even he discussed with parents the future of kids. So like Vicente now is doing very well recognized as best goalkeeper at the city or even maybe at the county.
Mm.
So he's discussing and connecting with other big teams like Tottenham, Arsenal, to
Oh,
bring them, I don't know how can I say, the guys that look searchers, I don't know the word, looking to young
oh,
kids.
scouts.
So
Scouts.
exactly,
Yeah.
scouts. So the
Okay.
idea is he wants to put the kids, offer to the kids the best. If it's not in St. Albans Club team, maybe in other team, he connected these dots and he tried to support always with parents. So it's
Okay.
a collaborative way.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, my next question was sort of yeah the role the parents have in the club. Like, do you in any ways help the managers, or sometimes I don't know drive the players to a game, or when they're a bit
Yeah.
younger, obviously. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Drive the players at some of them with this uh, flag,
No, the
help
flag.
them flag, or just put the net at the goal.
Yeah.
So that's kind of support.
Yeah, you're supporters of the club
Yeah,
actually. Well, supporters
because even
of
if
your
it's
children.
Yes, because even if a St. Albans Youth Club is a club from the city, it's a part of, it's a volunteer, is a volunteer. So the coaches did not receive a salary to
Oh yeah.
train the kids. So it's a different.
Yeah, so it's really the love for football and
Yes,
enjoying
exactly.
themselves. Yeah.
This is something different because they do what they do because they love it. So I think this is
Yeah,
important.
well, that's what's good with grassroots football.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, would you say that once again, the fact that your son, well, you said you were reassured with the the managing, that they were really good. Does this reassure you and therefore allow you to, well, I mean, I guess when he was a bit younger, because now he's 14 years old, were you confident to leave your son to training and then have some time for yourself and go to work? I mean, yeah, did this help
Yes, I
you
think
personally?
even since Brazil always, we need to select the right place and ensure that they are respectful and take care of kids. And all the time since Vicente starting play football with 3 years, 3 years and a half, he was the youngest because the minimal age was 5, but they accepted Vicente because he's so tall.
Mhm.
And then they are very respectful. I think this is important. Sometimes you you need to choose not because it's the best club. You need to choose the best team, the best
Yeah,
group of coaches, and the best support that can provide to your son.
yeah, I'm sure, I'm sure. Okay, well, I have a last question. Basically, if your son struggles in a game or isn't happy with his performance at training, what is the best way for you to help him?
I think football, sports is one day you are doing well, one other day you are not doing so well, or the other guy are doing better than you, because
Yeah,
not mean that you're not doing well. This is quite interesting with Vicente because he's really strong. Usually to say that he's an Iceman. He
oh yeah,
he's not never felt not confident. But even when they at the end, the last match, last minute, he failed. We said that's it's not my fault. Maybe I can do this better, but what's happened. I need to learn what I did wrongly. What can I do better? I think he has this self way to understand. But from our side, it's just a match, just
yeah,
another
exactly, yeah,
learning learning what's happened, what can you do better next time. But it's different. Vicente is a very special kid. it's
oh
it's
really,
quite quite interesting. He never Sometimes I remember one match was for school, everyone crying, everyone crying. And he tried to hug others, support others. He's not crying, no tears
yeah,
off his face, because he's so strong, so
yeah,
oh,
strong-minded and yeah,
yes, exactly. And then relax, or even a best friend, the best player lost the penalty. He said,
oh
come on, let's go to quadrant, let's have fun." And
yeah, yeah, just yeah, yeah, really good, really good. So he's the captain of the team, is he?
no, no, the
No,
captain is the central guy, the
no,
central
the
guy.
centre back.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, well, thank you very much for being here today. I'm gonna stop the recording now.
Okay.